Allow me to introduce myself. A festive reprise! I'm Yoimiya. Great to meet ya.
Hello fellow travelers and welcome to another Should You Pull For episode. And this time we're putting the upcoming 5-star Pyro Boy unit Yoimiya under quick review. Because Yoimiya's banner is slated after Ayaka's, which is without a doubt the more hyped one, there is a creeping concern that she might get overshadowed by Ayaka's kit and fall short in overall performance. On that matter, it seems a bit unfair to make a conclusive opinion like this without considering more than one aspect when it comes to Yoimiya's skills and gameplay. The short overview aims to help players who are still confused on whether to spend their hard-earned Primogems for Yoimiya's banner, go all in on Ayaka's, or for some reason skip both to save up for a future one. First things first, Yoimiya's character model is very unique. Red obi on her back, the bandages wrap all over her body, and all those trinkets make up a visually stunning ensemble which easily achieves that free-spirited and fierce pyrotechnician look. As a bow user, Yoimiya definitely kicks ass in her outfit, which is only fitting for a backstory that talks about explosions and danger. Her normal attack sequence animation is a series of very fluid movements which include successive quick spins in mid-air. Yoimiya also has a very interesting charge attack mechanic that allows her to summon a maximum of 3 extra homing arrows which look like pretty fireworks but all are launched to kill. For her elemental skill, Yoimiya infuses her normal attacks with pyro by quickly swinging her bow to summon 3 rotating sparks. These sparks indicate the remaining duration of her pyro infusion buff. For her elemental burst, Yoimiya jumps into the air and quickly showers her enemies with a beautiful fireworks display to deal outright pyro damage, and then leaves a mark on them. The mark will trigger a number of explosions when the enemy is hit by any damaging attack or skill caused by other team members excluding Yoimiya. Just like Ayaka, Yoimiya has an elemental infusion kit which augments her normal attack potential with elemental reactions. The drawback, however, is that it is what her entire elemental skill is designed to do, albeit with some extra power-ups like an increase in pyro damage or attack percentage increments. But because she's a bow user, Yoimiya's ranged nature could potentially make up for the lack of mobility kit. Yoimiya's burst is a combination of direct damage and damage over time that somehow also behaves similarly to Ayaka's. However, the second component of her total burst damage, particularly the mark, heavily relies on her party composition to fully work. Which means, if you want to utilize Yoimiya's E to its full duration after setting up the burst, you might want to include in your current team composition units with damaging after effects like Fischl's Oz Summoning, Sinchu's Rain Blades, Zhongli's Stone Tablets, and other similar skills. In a wider scope, Yoimiya's skill sets are more inclined for lazy playstyles since you can just swap to your support unit once or twice, then obliterate enemies with your normal or charge attacks. Exploration-wise, Yoimiya can totally replace your underleveled Amber to avoid having to swap party members every time it's needed. But aside from that, there's really nothing big that she can offer to the table for outworld travels. So without puzzles requiring you to light up torches, she's basically there as your main DPS, which brings us to another point. Yoimiya's skill set is designed for a main DPS unit just like Yanfei's, but because of her burst skill's secondary mechanic, your choice of support and sub-DPS units might be very limited. For instance, choosing Chi-Chi, Xinyan, or Xiangling would still work if you want to trigger the mark explosions, but it means you have to get closer to your enemies and ultimately give up your attack range advantage. In contrast, you can just press Ayaka's burst and you won't need to do anything else to reach the total damage potential. Crowd control might not be Yoimiya's forte, but she excels in dealing damage from all elemental reactions. Vaporize, Overload, and Melt are all very powerful reactions which you can easily take advantage of. A double pyro team composition is also easy to set up with her, so pairing her with a buffer support like Bennett would shred enemies within the duration of her pyro infusion. As a standalone DPS unit, Yoimiya might fall behind Ayaka on raw damage capabilities, but when paired with the right supports, she can reach the peak of her potential. So for pyro lovers who are waiting for an Amber upgrade, Yoimiya is definitely the answer you've been praying for. However, for the rest of the player base, you might want to consider whether you are ready to invest in Yoimiya's playstyle. I would say she's worth every pull, but you can also survive Inazuma without her. Although if you also want to get Sayu, and that would be another incentive to pull for Yoimiya's banner. And that ends our short review on Yoimiya's banner. Wishing you all the gacha luck that you need. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to show your support. Thanks for watching and see you on my next video.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?